back to show a few people have asked me how the coin acceptor works. So I'm going to just try and talk you through a little bit about it, and hopefully you'll get a good idea. So here we go. Right. So, okay. So I just open the cabinet up here. Well, this is like a coin acceptor which I got off eBay. It's about £10. Now you see there you've got this connector bit here, and the grey wires you want to discard those, so cut those and put them to one side. The ones you need to know about is the red and the black. Now the red and the black, I can't show you exactly, but the red and the black, they go back to your computer at PSU, power supply unit, and I've got a feeling the red one, that's a 12-volt wire, which sometimes is yellow on the PSU, and the black one is your return, so that's like your negative from the positive. Okay, so that's the wires on that sorted out. Now you can get them off any part of the sometimes your PS power supply unit will have on it an extra adapter, which like of a Molex, I think they're called, connector. If they haven't got one of those, then you can take it off something that's perhaps going to an old floppy disk drive, and you can just see what the main wires are. You'd have to look up what your computer's got, but it's not that difficult. Okay, the real difficult thing is that the white wire is a 5-volt pulse. Now, it took me a while to work this out, but if you look on the coin acceptor there, this white wire, it's got nowhere to go. But what I've done is I've taken one of these standard connections for the buttons, the arcade buttons, and I've just trapped it underneath. I don't know if you can see that there. And it goes in this underneath the blue side. So when you put a coin in, it actually accepts it notifies the coin there on the coin acceptor, and then it will send the pulse through at the same time. So I've set mine for 50 pences. If you go online and look up how to set the coin acceptor, that's fairly easy. You just keep throwing 50p's in until it understands what 50p looks like. And it's as simple as that. It's not very difficult. Okay, so that's really it. And what I've also done here is, you see, I've got on the USB controller, which I'll talk about the USB controller. You get them for about, I think they're about £10 or less than that, even about £7 on eBay, with the red light glowing there. All of these buttons, all of these connectors are actually classed as buttons, and on Future Pinball you can actually pick the button number and they go to your different items. I've got them connected to either Mercury switches or to the standard arcade buttons. So I've got, as you see here, I've got a spare one coming off where the coin acceptor is, this one. I've got it coming off to a standard button connection there. Unfortunately, you can just about see that, and that's this button underneath. Okay, so that means I can press either or. So I can either put cash in, or I can coins in 50p's, or I can press the button, which is pretty good. So this USB coin acceptor, you see there's this wire here. All that does, that goes straight back to your USB on your computer. And then that will literally run as if you're pressing keys on the keyboard. But what you might need to do is download a thing called Xpadder. I've got it running here, and you'll be able to see that the different letters I've got there, or key numbers, now they're assigned to the buttons that I've got on the cab. So if I press this button here, it would actually, you might see that it will flash on the, it's actually got the, there you go, that's the right flipper. So it's fairly easy. Xpadder is the software you need for that, and hopefully this might help a little bit, but if you've got any further questions on it, don't, you know, just perhaps put a comment on the bottom of the link and I'll try and help out if I can. Okay, well, hope it all goes well. Cheers.